know I got the receipts, girl. You know I got the receipts.
Give a huge shout out and thank you to ExpressVPN, friend of the channel and protector of my online data. They are giving away 3 months free on a 1-year package to all Sweet Pea Diaries viewers by using the link in the description box below. Now, this is a service that I personally use 100% of the time when I'm on the internet using my phone or computer. It allows me to bypass content restrictions while traveling and ensures all of my data is 100% private and safe wherever I connect to the internet. Using ExpressVPN also allows you to get discounts when using services like Expedia, NBA League Pass, and Netflix. ExpressVPN also has 24/7 customer support to answer any questions and support all of your needs. So take back your internet privacy today by clicking on the link in the description box below and find out how you can get 3 months free. All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Sweet Pea Diaries. It's your girl, Sweet Pea, and I am back with another video. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back to my channel. And if you are a new subscriber, welcome to the Sweet Pea Diaries. Be sure to like this video, share this video, but most importantly, be sure to subscribe to the channel. All right, you guys, can you hear me? Let me know. Let me know if you can hear me. Hey, y'all, who's in the building? Who's up with me at 12:50? 12:50 in the morning. Who's up with your girl? Let's see. Who is out there? We got Adriana's Report, my member. Hey, girl. We got the Red Lipstick Hustler, Lily. We got Miss Nikki, Dion, Michelle, famous producers, call me darling. Hey, Mimi. We got Marie Handy. We got me. We got Black and Petty, JDM. All right now, and Miss Nikki, Dion. What's up, y'all? Hey. What's up, Cat for Tony? We up, Cat says. You guys can hear me? All right. Well, listen, y'all, we're going to get into some brief little topics. I felt like doing some content tonight. I'm up. I'm just up. You know, I can't sleep. So I said, you know what? Let me come up and do a little bit of tea because I heard about this $9,000. But see, y'all been playing with me. I've been told y'all that this heifer don't make no money. Hold up for a second. Hold it. I've been told you, okay? I've been told y'all that Tasha K don't make no moolah. Now, I ain't going to say don't make no moolah because $9,000 for YouTube is pretty good, okay? I'm not making $9,000, so shit. $9,000 a month for YouTube is a good, you know, it's pretty good. But I told y'all it wasn't giving millions. Didn't I tell y'all that? I think I briefly recall someone saying she was making about $10,000 a month. Didn't I say? Did I not say this? I told y'all it was given $10,000 a month. I said I might give her 20. I said this. And what kind of check did she get? $9,304.81. Okay. Now, a judge has issued a writ of execution on Tasha K. That means that the U.S. Marshals are involved. The U.S. Marshals are now involved. They're going to liquidate Tasha K's assets. They're going to sell off whatever it is that she has, and they're going to give that money to Cardi B. They do not give a damn. All this shit people's asking, well, what about her lifestyle? How's she going to afford to eat? How's she going to pay bills? They don't care nothing about that. When you are in this type of debt, they do not care about how you're going to do this, how you're going to do that. They want to pay this debt off. So they're going to do anything they can do to cut it down, selling off assets, giving, doing whatever. Now, Cardi B actually went a step further and requested a garnishment. I told y'all this was going to happen as well. That she was going to get a garnishment and she was going to garnish her wages, similar to an employer or similar to, when you have a debt and your employer has the wages are garnished, and it's a certain percentage that they take of your paycheck. And if they do not, they are penalized. We talked about this, and I told you guys this. So it is not a surprise to me. Me and the sweeties and sweetums, we've been up on this. We've been said this shit was going to happen. All right. So that's basically what is going on. Tasha K is in the thick of it. It's showtime now. So a lot of people are saying, how is she going to survive? Now, YouTube, Cardi B sent the letter on down there to the YouTube, and she said, hold any monies that are owed to her. Hold that money, send it to us, because this is a garnishment. We have a judgment, $3.8 million. Google advised Cardi B that she had over what was owed to her was over $9,300. So that is we got paid on the 21st of April. So that is what Tasha K was owed on the 21st. Boom, went to Cardi B. Tasha K also has an app. Cardi B can submit that information to the app. Those funds can be sent over to Cardi B as well. I told you guys, any funds that Tasha K is earning online, Cardi B can request that the monies are turned over to her because she has a judgment for $3.8 million. Cardi is actually going to be acting as a creditor would act when you owe money. And because she has a team of legal, a legal team, this is what they're going to do. They're going to act as a creditor would. And they're going to ask for their money. There is no sympathy, none of that. Cardi B's not feeling any of that. And I think that is what Tasha K, her fans, subs, that's what they were relying on. They thought that Cardi B was going to have some sort of sympathy. She was going to take a long time because she's busy. She's a celebrity. She's on the road. She's doing videos and different things like that. And that she wasn't going to have time, and she wasn't going to be thinking about garnishing and keeping up with that debt, collecting on that debt. But Cardi B showed otherwise. She wants her money because you would not take down those videos, ma'am. I believe if you had took down the videos, and if you had have done what any other human being and any other mother, wife would have done, she probably would not be doing this to you. So Cardi B wants her money. Most people are saying Tasha K does not have $3.8 million. So is Cardi going to get her money? Yes, because Cardi is going to collect garnishment. She's going to garnish her wages. Now, can Tasha K delete her YouTube channel? That's the question. She absolutely can delete her YouTube channel. This is not someone that she's working for. This is an app This is not a contract. She is not bound to any contract with Google, YouTube, or anyone like that. So she definitely can delete her YouTube channel. She can delete all that work, all those million subscribers that she blood, sweat, and tears. She can delete her channel. Now, the question is, will she delete her channel to avoid paying Cardi B? Now, I think that's why Tasha was moving everything over to the app. That's why she has been promoting the app, begging people to go over there and join that app, because she knew this day was coming. She knew that she was going to have to pay the piper one day. She knew that garnishment, her legal team has been advising her that this is what was going to happen. They knew it was going to go this way. And they knew that's how she was going to have to pay, through her YouTube earnings. She is a YouTuber. That's her income. So any income that she's earning, they're going to take it. So you're basically going to be working for Cardi B, ma'am. Any videos that she does, any content that she does, anything she earns, the entire check is going to Cardi B. There will not be a percentage. The entire amount is going to go to Cardi B. Now, I'm going to tell you why it's happening this way. Tasha K was advised by the courts to submit documentation that showed why they should not collect the entire balance owed to her, to Cardi B. Why should they allow you to pay a percentage? What's your income? Do you have hardships? They asked her to report that. She did not. She did not turn in any hardship paperwork. If she had, maybe the courts could have determined that she had a certain percentage she could have paid. But because of her pride and wanting to act like she's a millionaire, she got all this money and whoop-de-whoop-de-wah, she did not turn in that type of paperwork. She neglected to advise the court of any hardship. So the court said, well, I guess you don't got a hardship. Then I guess you can pay the $3.8 million by turning in your entire earning from YouTube. And you don't believe me? It'll come out sooner or later, because everything I say usually comes out. She didn't turn in no paperwork. But I told y'all it was given $10,000. I told you it was given about $10,000 a month. I can tell by her views. I can tell by my views and what I make. So I look at her and say, well, she's got to be making around this amount. $10,000 I give when she's having a good month, maybe 20 G's. But Storm is making more than Tasha. Armand is making more than Tasha K. Just because you got 1 million subscribers, we do not get paid off of the subscribers. We get paid off of the views. There are times when you can have thousands, hundreds of thousands of views and not even break $500, not even break $200. It all depends on the ad, whether it's a limited ads, whether it's full ads. It depends on your CPM rate, RPM. It depends on multiple things. So it's not like we just reach a quota and we get this amount of money and that's what we get every month. No, it starts over every month. We build up to a certain amount. We make that money. The slate is wiped clean at the end of the month. It starts all over again. You start from zero. So every month you are pressured to keep, to get views, to get viral stories, to get exclusives. And this is why these YouTubers battle it out. This is with people that are, their income is solely YouTube. That's why they do any and everything to get clicks and views, because they are pressured to get a big one every month. All right, because the clock stops ticking on that last day of the month. So if you don't make your money by then, honey, you got to wait till the next month. So I wasn't surprised. Now, Radar Online, I'm going to read an article by them because they got the tea, okay? Y'all know that Radar, honey, they goes down and they gets these documents, okay? Now, Radar Online says this. Let me grab this article real quick because, honey, I'm like, listen, You spread that lie, honey. You spread that rumor. Was it all worth it, ma'am? Now you are all your hard work. You are working for Cardi B. All your hard work, all your blogging, all the shit that you covet, it is all going to Cardi B. Okay? All right. Let me get this article real quick, y'all. All right. Cardi B to seize $9K from blogger who owes her $3 million for spreading the STD lie. Cardi B has asked the court for permission to seize 5 figures from a blogger as part of her efforts to collect on a $3.8 million judgment, RadarOnline.com has learned. As we first reported over the past couple months, Cardi fired off subpoenas to Tasha K's bank and Google. The online personality makes revenue through ads on YouTube and her website. Talking about Tasha K. Now, last year, a Georgia jury found Tasha, Cardi in videos. Okay, they didn't type that right. Last year, a Georgia jury found Tasha, Cardi, whatever, I guess found her guilty, in videos posted to her YouTube. The rapper sued Tasha over claims that she worked as an escort, she had an STD, and she used hard drugs. The musician denied having an STD or having been an escort in the past. Cardi testified in court that the videos caused her extreme emotional distress. She said the ordeal led to her having marital problems with Offset. She sought out professional help to deal with these issues. Cardi said only an evil person could do that shit. She said that on the stand, honey. She sat up there and told the judge, only an evil person can do shit like that. Now, the jury awarded Cardi $1 million in general damages and $250K for medical expenses, which Cardi had put down. She lowered that amount. Now, that was a grand total of $1.25 million. In addition, she was awarded $1.5 million in punitive damages and another $1.3 million for her attorney's fees. Okay? Tasha attempted to appeal the decision, but she was unsuccessful. Cardi has been attempting to collect on the $3 million that she's owed for quite some time. Last year, she fired off a notice to JP Morgan Chase where Tasha held a bank account. Cardi was told at that time that Tasha only had $1,083.02 in her account. Cardi then fired off a notice to Google, who owns YouTube, to keep any money owed to Tasha. This notice said, you are hereby commanded to immediately hold all money, including wages and other property, except what is known to be exempt, belonging to the defendant or obligations owed to the defendant named above, beginning on the day of service of this summons, and including the next 1,095 days, the notice read. Now, a rep for Google told Cardi that Tasha had $9,304.81 that was owed to her. Cardi now wants the court to order the funds to be handed over to her immediately. And that is going to be granted because Cardi has a judgment. She also has a writ of execution. So that will be granted. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. The judge, the court, they will hand that money over to Cardi B. And for the next 1,095 days, Tasha K will be paying Cardi B whenever her money hits the bank. Well, it probably won't even go to the bank. Probably won't even be a direct deposit from Google anymore, any AdSense dollars. It will actually go directly to Cardi B. So what is Tasha K going to do? Is Tasha going to delete her YouTube channel? That would be the only way out of this garnishment from YouTube. It would be to delete. Now, what would the courts say if she were to delete her channel? Would that be illegal? Would that be out of the scope of, what she is allowed or permitted to do in the law, in the court of law, in the eyes of the law, in the eyes of the judge? Because we remember the judge told Tasha K about moving assets, that she was not permitted to move assets around. She wasn't permitted to sell off it, but we know she did that anyway. She had went on around there to Africa. She stayed in a hut for a weekend, and she was down there liquidating, putting money in foreign accounts. All right, she bragged about that. And I'm pretty sure that Cardi B is in the process of collecting that little $900,000 that she put over there in that bank account in Africa. Because even though it's offshore, it still is income and an asset of Tasha K. It doesn't matter where the accounts are held, whether they're in another country or not. They are assets of hers. They clearly were her assets before, whether if she put it in someone's name or not. They clearly came from her account. They were her assets, and Cardi B will be granted that money. When you have a judgment, and a judgment as large as that, she is going to get her money regardless. It doesn't matter what it is you do. She's going to get it. So it looks like Tasha K is going to be working for Cardi B. Tasha K, you work for Cardi B. You work for Cardi. You work for Cardi. Oh my goodness, we work for Cardi. We work for Cardi. I told you to leave her alone. I told you. This is Shakna. Shakna said, I told you to leave her alone. Leave the woman alone, but you would not listen. Leave her alone. But I'm saying, y'all, this is what happens when you're hard-headed and when you're full of pride. Tasha K, my goodness, girl. You really had potential. You squandered all of your talent. Now, all of these interviews, all of these salacious, controversial interviews have all been for what? It wasn't all worth it, ma'am. Was it all worth it? Can you imagine? Anyone that is a content creator, if you are in the chat, can you imagine? All of our hard work. We're very proud of our channels. People that are content creators, we love this shit, right? We love it. Let's not front. We love it. Like, I love having my, I got my little setup right now. I'm doing something different, doing something new. I'm not on StreamYard tonight. I'm using my vMix. I love when I'm able to come out and do some content and people like, ooh, I like how she got that. We love that shit. We love editing. We love putting it together. Those that are really content creators. And when you get your little check on the 21st, you're excited. Like, look what it paid off. Can you imagine now? Tasha K, that shit all goes to Cardi B. All over a YouTube video that could have just been taken down. So, ma'am, what are you going to do? Do we think that Tasha's going to delete her channel? Well, we shall see. I think that she would. I think that if she is able to delete it, if she doesn't think that she's going to get in any trouble, I don't think Tasha would think twice. She's going to delete it, and she's going to think of some kind of excuse or something to say to her subscribers and her fans that, yay, we over there on the, on the app, YouTube is not profitable for us anymore. She's going to make up and say all this shit instead of just saying she's running from Cardi B. She's running from the lawsuit. She's running from paying the judgment. She'll think of something. Okay. Thank you, Frank. Frank says you're the best. Thank you so much. Chocolate Sunshine agrees with me. I think she will. Put a 1 in the chat if you think that Tasha K is going to delete her YouTube channel in order to avoid paying Cardi B. But none of this surprises me. Like I said, I told y'all all this shit was going to go down, and I told you that this woman only makes about $10,000 a month. So when I saw that $9,300, it didn't surprise me. So put a 1 in the chat if you think that Tasha K is going to delete her YouTube channel. is she going to delete that channel? Now, like I said, even if she were to delete it and get rid of the YouTube channel and she was to do everything on her app, the app is still income. The app will also be garnished. Cardi B will send paperwork over to the Uscreen because those are the people that own this app. Tasha K does not own her app. Okay? I have told you guys this multiple times as well. She did not build the app. Shakna did not build the app. I showed you receipts where Uscreen showed me their demo and she was one of their clients, okay? They were trying to sell me the Roku app or Apple TV, and they were also trying to sell me my own private app. And Tasha K Live was an example that they showed me of the work that they could do. So Tasha K is doing business with Uscreen, and what Uscreen does, they are the, the servers. They're the ones that house the app. They will do all the maintenance. They will do all of that. It's basically a website that you have control over. You create the account. You pay them monthly. Thank you, Frank, for the $5. I appreciate you. You pay them monthly, and they get a breakdown and a percentage of the people that join. It's just like Patreon. Just like that. It's behind a paywall. All right. Everyone works for someone. Like if you don't have your own servers, if you don't have your own, studio where you got servers and you got a team of IT and, technical people that are building programs in for you, you are going to be working under someone. You're going to always have a company that is providing service to you. And that's basically what it is that she's doing with her app. Uscreen owns that. They do all the maintenance. She pays them and they cut her a check. Same, just like Patreon. End of the month or whatever day it is, they deposit money in her account for all the people that joined and they take their cut. So they're going to get a letter from Cardi B's team as well, stating that any earnings that she makes from that app needs to be sent to Cardi B because they have a judgment. So any income that this woman makes, she's done for the next 1,095 days with YouTube. She's done. That all goes to Cardi B. So that means the next 1,095 checks that you get are going to go to Cardi B. They've already calculated it out. 1,095 days. Because we don't get paid every day, right? So this means 1,095, the next 1,095 paychecks that you get for the next 1,095 months, ma'am, you have to pay this shit to Cardi B. Period. Until this judgment is paid off. So for the next 3 years, ma'am, that money is going to go to Cardi B. Now, if she's making $10,000 a month, we're going to do the math and how much, let's do the math on that. All right. Oh, that's let me see. Let me get my calculator. Child. And now, like I told y'all though, we can't even just say that, we can't even just say like automatically, oh, this is you guys' comments. Let me get rid of this. Let me get rid of this for a minute. We can't even just say that it's always going to be 10,000 because that's not what we don't always make 10,000. She's not going to just make that set amount every month. It fluctuates. It depends on your views and, different calculations. So it's not going to always be 10,000. Some months it could be lower and some months it could be higher. So for the next 1,095 days, she would have to pay Cardi B until she satisfies that $3.8 million. Okay. I don't think that she's going to be able to do it based off of YouTube. Like, I just can't see her, I believe that her views are going to continue to tank because of this situation. She's not as entertaining. The content is not bringing it like it used to, because there's only but so much tea like that you can do. I think that if she would maybe rebrand and maybe she gets out of the tea sector, maybe if she goes into true crime or she does something different, that's only $3,600. $360,000. That's still not even 3 million. Like, it's not even $1 million. It's still 360,000. 10K times 36. 12 months, 3 years. That's only 360,000. That's not even $1 million. Like, it's just insane, the amount of money that she owes Cardi B. I don't think that she thought it was going to go that route. She thought it was just going to be a punk $75K and it was going to be done and over with. But the jury really socked it to her. And I think it was because of the defiance, the way she sat on that stand and she said that they were going to have to give a gag order in order for her to stop talking about Cardi B. The judge continuously asked her, so are you saying that in order for you to stop talking about Cardi B, we'd have to issue a gag order? And she said, yes. I just think it was the level of pride. It was the level of arrogance. And the jury saw it. They listened to her tapes. They listened to the videos. They listened to her voice and her rhetoric. And they saw the nastiness and they saw the maliciousness behind all of it. So I believe this is why they socked it to her to the level that they did financially. Then with the not paying the taxes and the way the company was set up, the way her and her husband got up there and constantly contradicted each other on the stand, it just was a lot. It was given a lot. So how much do you think she's making a month? Well, Chocolate Sunshine, the $9,304 is what Google said on this month. We got paid on the 21st. We get paid on the 21st of every month. Okay. So when Cardi B issued that garnishment document to Google, they said that Tasha was owed $9,300 this month. Okay, so that's what she made this month. As I stated, it is never set in stone. We do not make a set amount like you would on a job. It fluctuates depending on your views. It fluctuates depending on what videos made money. And of course, granted, we can make money off old videos, but the clock starts ticking every month. It shuts down and starts over new every month on every video. The ones that you have millions of views on, every video starts back over. Even though those views are still there, the money, the calculation, it starts all over. So it's not like you made 1,000 off a video that month and then it picks right back up the next month and now it's 1,001, 1,002. No, it erases, starts all over from zero. Okay? So this is why people are pressured to do a big one every month. You got to find something and go viral every month. That's why she goes so hard with exclusives and lies. And, that's why. Okay? So, yes. How many people, I've seen all the ones in the chats, people believe that she will delete her YouTube channel. I don't know if it would be illegal for her to do so, but I think that the only way for Tasha K to get around doing, and paying this garnishment and being made a fool of in front of the whole entire social media world, she would have to delete that goddamn channel. And I don't know if her pride is going to allow her to do so. So if you catch the replay, you guys, I'm interested to know what you think about it. Drop down in the comments section and let me know. Will Tasha K delete her YouTube channel?
You know what I resent? I resent all the people who said black don't crack, okay, growing up, and led me to believe that because I was black that I wouldn't crack. But you know what? I did, okay? I cracked, okay? I cracked like a fucking fault line. I cracked like Pookie from New Jack City. All that time in the sun, all those beach days, all that time not taking care of my skin, Just going to sleep in my makeup, eating whatever I want. It just caught up with me. And I thought, oh, black don't crack.
So, Kylie Williams of the group 3LW, okay, she resents people who told her that black don't crack. She said, I crack like Pookie from New Jack City. Now, Kylie's letting it be known that black does actually crack. The 3LW singer, who has kept a low profile since Chris Brown's fans came for her after she brought up his domestic violence past, took to Instagram on Thursday to post a video where she talked about her appearance. I resent all the people that said black don't crack growing up and led me to believe that because I was black that I wouldn't crack, she said. But it appears that she realized that the famous saying didn't exactly apply to her, as Williams added, but you know what? I did, okay? I cracked. I cracked like a effing fault line. I cracked like Pookie from New Jack City. The 36-year-old Cheetah Girls star went on to blame sun tanning, sleeping with makeup, and eating whatever she wanted as to why she hasn't retained her youthful looks like other black celebrities her age. It just caught up with me. And I thought my black don't crack. She captioned the post, writing, brushing my hair would have probably helped. Now, fans in the comment section were being respectful by giving her some self-care tips, with one user writing, it's never too late to start working out, drinking a lot of water, and taking care of yourself inside. The recent feud between Kylie Williams and Chris Brown has brought the issue of domestic violence to the forefront of public discourse. Now, Williams spoke out about the R&B singer's past pertaining to domestic abuse after it was revealed that he had teamed up with Chloe Bailey for a collaboration. By shedding light on his past, Williams and Brown sparked a social media debate about the prevalence of domestic violence in society and whether people should ever be forgiven for mistakes that they may have made earlier in life. Now, Chris Brown's fans felt it was inappropriate and strange for Williams to bring up his domestic abuse, given that the privacy chart topper has kept himself out of trouble for years. But others argued that aside from the 2009 incident involving his ex-girlfriend Rihanna, they also brought up how his other former flame, Karrueche Tran, had to file a restraining order against him, further mentioning how he had allegedly gotten physical with her. Now, Chris defended himself from the backlash he was receiving, saying that while people continue to look down on him for his past behavior, other celebrities such as Mel Gibson seem to get a pass and never see their history with domestic abuse be held against them. Now, what do you guys think about that? Now, what do you think about this, about her saying that black don't crack, but her black cracked, okay?
You know what I resent? I resent all the people who said black don't crack, okay, growing up, and led me to believe that because I was black that I wouldn't crack. But you know what? I did, okay? I cracked, okay? I cracked like a fucking fault line. I cracked like Pookie from New Jack City. All that time in the sun, all those beach days, all that time not taking care of my skin, just going to sleep in my makeup, eating whatever I want. It just caught up with me. And I thought, oh, black don't crack.
Now, what do you guys think about that? Because there's some people that said, it's because you're light-skinned. Then someone else said, the light-skinned ones age like bananas, but you're not supposed to say it out loud. So what do you think about it? Do you think, I mean, I don't see that she's light-skinned. I see her like, brown, everyone's a version of what is light and what's not light. Hold on for 1 second, you guys. Okay, so some people were saying that it has to do with, the lighter you are, I guess. I guess you crack. But I mean, I don't think that she's ugly. I don't think that her black cracked. I think she just got older, and her skin's not cracking. I mean, it looks like she's got an even skin tone, and she doesn't look bad. She just looks like she got older. And I mean, ma'am, that's what happens when you get older. You look different. But she doesn't look like she's aging badly. She just looked like she gained some weight. And I don't see an issue with her skin. What I see here is a woman that gained weight. I see chins, extra chins, and, we all have that. I see, a little thick around the arms and as thick around the stomach area, and probably got a fupa and had children and all these things. That's what I see. I see a leave out that she should have pressed her hair down a little better. It looks like she's coming from, maybe she's going on a coffee run, or maybe she dropped kids off at soccer practice or something. But I look at this photo and this still shot right here, and look at this video, and I see a woman that is out and about doing errands, running errands. And by looking through them damn sunglasses, it seems like she didn't have that phone on a hands-free device. Looked like she was holding that phone just to do a video and to try to make people laugh, honey. She thought of that shit in her head and said, ooh, I'm going to do, ooh, I think that's cute. Ooh, that's going to go viral. You know how these celebrities do, child. They think of things to say and just say stupid shit so they can become relevant, all right? But what do you think? Do you think her black is cracking? Put a 1 in the chat if you think Kylie's black is cracking. I just think that she's aging and she gained some weight. That's all. Jack says, no, she's not no bad looking. We just making fun of her stupidity. TD says, I think she is a reflection of how she feels in her heart. We have to remember that how we feel about ourselves mentally will affect how we look. I definitely agree with that. She doesn't look like she takes care of herself, though, T says. I'm sorry not to be rude. Yeah, she's gained weight. She doesn't look kept in this particular video. This might just be a one-off. Sometimes I run outside and I'm not looking the best. My hair is not combed, and maybe I didn't put on the best glasses and got some smudges, because these YSL glasses that she has on, while they are labels, honey, they smudged. I saw fingerprints and everything all on them. Look like, the kids might have been playing with them, and she just threw them on, child. And like I said, in this reflection, you can see that clearly she's holding the device while she's driving, trying to give us a funny. And it's like, ma'am, you could have caused an accident trying to give us a funny. So I don't really think she looks as bad as she says. I just think this is a woman that is getting older. But what do we think about the topic of Chris Brown, the domestic violence situation with Rihanna, her speaking on that because he was going to be working with Chloe Bailey? What is this? What is the topic of the forgiveness piece, right? What do we think about that? Do we forgive? When do we forgive? When do we move on? When do we say enough is enough? People grown up, and that's something you did in the past, and we're going to move on. Do we forgive? We don't forget, but do we forgive? That's an interesting conversation, because it seems like people love Chris Brown. We do not deny that he's talented. But this comes up, right? This topic of Rihanna always comes up, that he beat Rihanna up. And it's like Rihanna is now married. She's got 2 children. Chris, he's still out here doing him. But Rihanna has moved on. Why do we have to keep dredging this up? And why do other women feel as though they have to dredge this up? When are we going to move on and let Chris go and live his life and not have to keep, he paid his debt to society. He was held accountable. Don't you think it's time for us to move on? Let me know what you think in the comments. Now, the Chrisleys. Okay. Todd Chrisley's ex-daughter-in-law details verbal abuse and racism that she endured from the imprisoned star. But she said that karma has dealt with it. Now, Todd Chrisley's former daughter-in-law is going after the imprisoned star with claims that he has a history of bullying her and acting racist towards her. She said, I endured the bullying comments for years in silence, but karma dealt with it so that I didn't have to. Now, Lexi Wilby, alleged to a news publication on Wednesday, April 26. Now, Leslie, who was married to Kyle Chrisley from 2014 to 2018, insists that she has receipts of this alleged verbal abuse that she experienced. She shared a voicemail message that she claimed she received from Chrisley, and in the audio, Todd can be heard. Todd can allegedly be heard telling Lexi, no, darling, you don't need protection. You need an attorney. Call your brothers. Find out about that trust that you've got. That's got that $100 million in it because I'm coming to get my part of it. Now, it was reported that Todd added it was reported before claiming that a lawsuit he filed against Lexi is not a vendetta, but rather it's about forcing her to do the right thing. Now, though Lexi and the patriarch's son do not have any children together, Kyle has a biracial daughter who's 10. Her name is Chloe, with an ex named Angela Johnson. Now, Todd and Julie Chrisley previously had custody of Kyle's daughter while he dealt with his own legal woes. However, after they were sentenced to a combined 19 years behind bars for fraud and tax evasion, his half-sister Savannah Chrisley was given custody. Now, referring to her ex-husband's child, Lexi told the outlet of Todd's behavior, to see a grown man and public figure who is the grandfather to a beautiful black child say those horrible things was shocking. Now, the context of Todd's alleged call to Lexi is unclear, and it is unknown at this time whether the voicemail actually came from him. However, the publication noted that Todd seemed to have sent the message after he discovered that Lexi had aided the Georgia Department of Revenue in its investigation into his tax fraud scheme in 2017. This wasn't the first time that Todd and Lexi's feud made headlines, as the former previously accused his son's ex of trying to extort him. Okay. Folks, Alexis Wilby tried to extort our family for $20K or tell the press that we were racist. We chose to keep the $20K and see her in court. #slander. Todd tweeted in December of 2014. Following his extortion claim, Todd wrote via social media in April 2015, Alexis Wilby, stop being silly, you fame-seeking whore. You can't count high enough to reach me. Bye, you tired-ass, weave-wearing, ashy-skinned hoe. You're blocked now. We are bored with pity for you. He concluded, using a clear racist rhetoric toward Lexi. According to Lexi, Todd never filed a lawsuit against her. Lexi spoke with the Daily Mail about her allegations. Now, that is clearly a racist, that is clearly racist rhetoric right there. It says, bye, you tired-ass, weave-wearing, ashy-skinned hoe. Okay? Not a white man calling a black woman an ashy-skinned hoe. Now, that is kind of racist because, I guess he's referring to her being a little lighter-skinned, so she's an ashy-skinned hoe. He's saying, you ain't even all the way black, bitch. You're ashy-skinned. You tired-ass, weave-wearing, ashy-skinned cunt. Damn, Todd. Whew. Now, I'd like to know where she got $100 million from. She got $100 million trust bank account somewhere. Where'd she get that money from? Who is she secretly family or kin to? Who is her kinfolk that she got $100 million? Okay, not $100,000, $100 million. He said, going to get that $100 million trust because I'm coming for part of it. And this man is locked up. Him and his wife, they're locked up for tax fraud and You know, a lot of these reality stars, I'm noticing, they have these fraud schemes, you know, in their quest to be rich and famous. They got they got a lot of scamming going on. But what do you guys think? Drop in the comments, drop in the chat. Let me know. Do you think that was racist? Do you think that she probably, I mean, hey, I always say people that are, black women, black men that marry into white families, the whole racist undertone is there. Whether we like it or not, that seems to be the go-to. White people, when they get mad, that's the go-to. The racism, it comes out. Whether you thought they were racist or not, whether they thought they were racist or not, it just seems that's the go-to. That's the first thing they do. They resort to. Calling you names about your skin tone, calling you names about your hair, referring to your race. It just seems that's just what they do. Doesn't matter whether you're black, whether you're Hispanic, whatever it is, whatever your race is, it just seems like Caucasian people, when they get mad at you, they resort to calling you racist undertones. So I think that was that comment right there. I think that's a receipt. That's all the receipts we need. I don't think we need to hear any alleged audio. The receipt right there is calling her an ashy skin tone, and saying that she's a weave wearing whore. I mean, that's all we need. We don't need any more receipts. That's enough right there. Bye, you tired ass weave wearing ashy skin hoe. We are bored with pity for you. Not an ashy skin hoe, a white person. Your skin is about as ashy as they come. It's white, it's pale. Okay, this sister still got melanin. I don't see anywhere like this photo right here of her. It's not giving ashy skin. It's not giving ashy skin tone. It's giving a black woman. Okay, but like I said, this is why when you marry into white families, whether you're a man or a woman, a black man or a black woman, unfortunately, this is what you might be faced with, because I always think that there's a level of racism in white people that is just inbred in, like it's just in them, just like things come from us from generation to generation due to slavery and our, past generations. I believe that it's instilled in them from generations to generations. Because why do we still have people that are born in this time that we're living in, and they use the N-word when they get mad? They call people N's. That's the first thing to do. I mean, even younger kids, even younger people that weren't born during, they don't have racist experiences. They weren't born in the 60s, 70s, and all this. So why is it that they use these terms when they get mad? That's the first thing they do. N-word, no matter how young, old they are. So I just believe it's in them. I believe it's just something that we don't really talk about, that racism exists, whether we like to think it does or not. It's just inbred in whites, blacks. It's just there. So this is horrible. I believe it's true. I think he did put her through a bunch of shit. I think he did put her through a bunch of racism and abuse, verbal abuse. I definitely do. That comment right there speaks for itself. Enough said, right? I don't think we need any more receipts. What do you guys think? Ashy skin hoe. It's the ashy skin hoe for me. All right, now Kylie Jenner and them round there now, honey. They round there with this season 3 Hulu thing they got going on. What is it? Is it the Keep Up with the Kardashians? It's on Hulu, right? Now their season 3 trailer. We see Kylie. Okay, honey. Honey, Kylie says that she wishes she had never touched anything. All right. She sat down with her family for intervention on beauty standards. In the new Kardashian season 3 trailer, I wish I never touched anything to begin with, she says. Now, while news surrounding the Kardashian clan has remained somewhat mum over the last few months, a new trailer for the Kardashians season 3 proves that things are just heating up for the reality TV's royal family. Now, at the start of the 2.5-minute teaser, Kim Kardashian addresses her August 2022 breakup with Pete Davidson in one simple word: damn. However, things take an emotional turn as a sobbing Kim tells Khloe, "I'm not okay. I'm having such a hard day today," presumably referencing her recently finalized divorce from Kanye West. Now, without naming the controversial rapper directly, Kendall Jenner adds, "I don't know how Kim handles everything with her ex-husband," while Kim claims he has made up the most insane narrative. She tearfully says, "We stay silent through all the lies for my kids." Now, although Kim's love life isn't the only area where she runs into drama, Kourtney Kardashian alleges that her sister used her lavish Portofino wedding as a business opportunity. Kim, who claims she couldn't have been more mindful, tells cameras, "I'm really confused how this narrative came into her head." Now, while Kourtney bluntly declares, "People think it's a misunderstanding," it's not. It's who she is to her core. Khloe believes that the tension between the two eldest sisters goes way back. Yeah, it goes way back because Khloe has always been compared. She's been, the, I guess, quote unquote, ugly sister, the big sister, the tall sister, the sister that is OJ's daughter. Kim and Khloe do have a rivalry, right? So Khloe opens up about her very concerning melanoma scare, which left her with stitches across her cheek after doctors had to remove a tumor from her face. "Melanoma's deadly," Khloe said. "This was way more serious than I anticipated it to be." Now, as for how she's been doing since having her second baby via surrogate last summer, months after she found out about her baby daddy Tristan cheating on her again, Khloe's BFF Malika tells her, "I don't think I've seen you this low," while Kendall adds, "She doesn't sleep. She's lost a lot of weight." So when we've been seeing Khloe and people were saying, "Oh, she looks skinny, she looks sickly," I guess it's because, child, she over there stressing out over, Tristan and fighting with Kim of who's uglier and who's fatter. Child, I don't know. Now, over on the Jenner front, Kylie Jenner, the youngest of the bunch, sits her sisters down for an intervention about having a bigger conversation about the beauty standards that they are setting. "I don't want my daughter to do the things I did," Khloe admits in one clip before later confessing, "I wish I never touched anything to begin with." So will this finally be the year that we get the truth behind all of their plastic surgery? What do you guys think? Now, for Kylie to make that statement, let's dive a little bit deeper into that statement, Khloe. Okay, Kylie. Kylie says she wishes that she never touched anything. She should have never touched anything to begin with. And I'm like, girl, are you sure that you want to stick with that? Is that the statement you want to go with? You're sure about that? That you wish you had never touched anything? Because, honey, don't forget what you look like, girl. Okay? Okay. Is this what we doing? Did you forget that this what you look? Her whole forehead was pushed back. That hairline has been pushed back. She's got more forehead because before she got touched, that forehead was, that hair covered up that entire forehead. So she didn't have her hairline or something pulled back, her scalp pulled. I don't know, did they de-scalp her and pulled it back? Just took their hands and you know how you just pull a wig back the front? Because, honey, that damn hairline was way down the middle. You look at the picture on the right and you see her forehead. But you don't see where's the hair is covered. It's covering up that forehead before she had plastic surgery. Now, I think Kylie has been used to looking how she looks. She's been looking like this for so long to where I think she really thought she looked like this. But the other Kylie, the before plastic surgery, she's got to remember, she was what, 16 when she started doing all the surgeries and having work done, Botox and different injections and playing around with plastic surgery and procedures. She was still a teenage girl. So she really didn't allow her face to develop or her body to develop to even know what she would have naturally grown into. So I think it's interesting that these women sit around and have these conversations and say what it is beauty standards are, that they are setting the trend for beauty standards. They really, they acknowledge that they do this. I mean, you notice they've stopped with the plastic surgery. Everyone is stopping with the plastic surgery. Now everyone, Black China, Alexis Sky, all these women now, they want to take out these, the facial femmes that they've had, and they want to take out the butt injections, and they want to go natural because Kim wanted now to be a white woman and celebrate her white body. They're all now wanting to go away from the big bodies, the big boobs, the big butts, the big hips, the injections, and all this shit. Now they want to go back to looking like white women. Okay, I don't know if Hollywood or the people that they work for, honey, it was just this big boom. This was the thing to do back then when they were all doing it. And now they're saying, okay, you done influenced everybody. You got all the girls and all the black girls and all girls around the world wanting to do surgeries, and you got them all crazy and cuckoo. So now y'all assignment is over with. Now y'all can go and take all this shit out your body. And now while you still got them all confused, now y'all can go back to being white women. Because I don't understand. I don't understand why all of a sudden everyone now wants to take out everything. It seems like it's a trend. Let's all go back to our natural bodies. You don't want your daughter to go through you don't want your daughter to do the things that you did. But you can influence other people's kids, and you've influenced an entire generation of girls, women at that, to get injections, to get lip fillers, to get all this shit. And now I don't want to do it anymore. Well, unfortunately, a lot of women don't have the money to just say, I don't want to do it anymore, and now I can take it out. Some women have died on these tables trying to die for beauty, trying to die for these looks that you guys have created. The BBL look, the puffy lip look, the puffy butt look. Some people really have, went too far for beauty. And now these women just want to say, I don't want to do it no more. We're done. We're walking away from it. Not everyone can do that. They don't have the money to go take out these injections that they went. Some of them went, most of them went and had it illegally done down in somebody's goddamn basement. They can't just go and take it out. Some of them have health problems now because of it. But that's what kills me about these women, these Kardashians. They influenced an entire generation of women, of young girls, and now it's just because they got North and Chicago and, Stormy and all these, their little girls around them. Now they want to have sense all of a sudden, and they don't want to be influences for this type of beauty standard. But it was okay when it was other people's kids you were fucking influencing. Now you don't want your kids. No, we don't want our kids. Honey, too bad. It's too late, because if you see North, y'all see North, honey. North is 9. She's around there hanging with Ice Spice, honey, who's being groomed by Nicki Minaj. One minute, Nicki's grooming her, and the next minute she's down there with Kim Kardashian's child, who's 9. She got an 18-year-old, 19-year-old hanging. What is she, 18, 19, 20, whatever she is? Why is she hanging with a 9-year-old? And then on the flip side, she over there doing a video with Nicki Minaj look like she's in the video being groomed. Nicki's old enough to be her mama, auntie, instead of being an influence. She's over there. That video was so creepy to me, child. I don't even know what to say about that. She's over there doing whatever it is they doing in the video. And whether you like Nicki or you don't like her or whatever, I just didn't think it was an appropriate video for the age of Ice Spice and Nicki. It was just it's just too much. Instead of her being an influence, it just looked like, it's like, okay, she's ushering her into the movement, like, into the so-called Illuminati. It's like, okay, I'm your I'm the gatekeeper. You coming through me. So she's doing this video like initiating her. That's just what it gave. It gave initiation. It gave grooming. And Kim is now having her daughter around that. So when y'all was saying Kanye was crazy and Kanye need to ease up, I think Kanye knew exactly what it was he was saying, and he knew why he was saying it, because he's in the inside, he's been in the industry, and he knows what it gives, and he knows what these Kardashian women do. But for Kylie to say that she wishes that she never done anything, I'm like, girl, you weren't an ugly girl, but you were totally a different girl. You wouldn't have had what you have. You wouldn't have had the man that you have, the men that you have, the fame, the fortune, you know, the beauty empire. She would not have had that. She would have had the fame, the fortune, just because she was a Kardashian. But she wouldn't have had the beauty line. She wouldn't have had people making songs about her, rappers falling to be with her. She wouldn't have had any of that if she did not get this ambiguous, this black girl, white girl look, this exotic look that they all went after. Because whether you like it or not, this was a move to look like black women. Black women have full lips. Black women have full noses. Black women have full eyes, you know, eyebrows, all of this. This is not what white women look like. I don't care what part of the world they're from, what, you know, Armenian, whatever it is that they are, they don't look like this, okay? The woman on the left, that's a white woman. That's how they look, the thin lips, the thin nose. That's what white women look like, okay? So Kylie, for her to say that she wishes, okay, of course, maybe you do, maybe because of the problems that it gives or whatever, but I need you to go a little bit deeper into that. And why would you not have done it? What is it that you wouldn't have done? What do you mean? You wouldn't have gained millions of dollars, millions of followers, millions of business opportunities? You wouldn't have did all of that? Because that's what it gave. When you got all of this done, it gave opportunity. It gave money. It gave power, influence. That's what you gained from that. So I need a little bit more, Kylie. I need to know, what are you saying that you wouldn't have done? What would you not have done, girl? Because it looks at this picture, it looks like you did it all. You did everything that it was that you can do. You got them eyebrows. Look at them. Eyebrows, eyelashes, eyes, contacts, lips, nose, forehead, hairline, breasts, the complexion, everything. Cheeks. Everything that could have been done, you got done, ma'am. And I think she's been looking like this for so long, she don't even know what she's saying. I don't even think she remember what she looked like. Because that Kylie over there wouldn't be the Kylie that we know today if she had not have changed her look. She changed her look to get the popular, you know, the popularity that she has. Wouldn't have got no Tigger, wouldn't have got no Travis Scott, wouldn't have got none of that. Okay? Wouldn't have got none of that if she stayed looking like that. She know it and the world knows it. So what do you guys think? Drop in the comments and let me know. Old Kylie, new Kylie. What is it giving? Which one do you prefer? Old Kylie or new Kylie? Here goes, I mean, even the body. Check this photo out. I mean, even the body. I mean, you know, it's admirable to say, yeah, you know, I wish I didn't get it, but logically, girl, would she have gotten these business opportunities and beauty opportunities, honey, if she hadn't changed? I mean, ma'am, let's just keep it real, girl. You were not a beauty queen. I mean, look at this. You were not a beauty queen. What do you guys think? I mean, this is a whole nother woman. This is, I mean, look at the forehead. What did they do to this girl's head? You could tell I don't know, they pulled her scalp back. They did something because her forehead and hairline, it was all the way down. They shaved that head or they pulled that scalp back. They did something to that hairline. That's a whole nother woman. It's a whole nother person. The breast, just the whole structure. So, Kylie, it is fair to say, ma'am, I think out of all of the sisters, you probably did need surgery. You probably did need this whole facial femme and everything that you got. Because I do not think you would be where you are today. You wouldn't be who you were with if you had not got that done. That was, you probably would have been with Kendall in the modeling world, you know, still as a white woman. Kylie became a black girl. That's basically what she did. She went from a little teenage white girl to a black girl. That's all. That's what she did. That's what she did. It's giving white and then their version of what black girls look like. That's just my thought. That's just my opinion. All right. Now, Don Lemon, Mr. Don Lemon, I did not know this. This was actually something new to me, guys. I really did not know. I did not know that CNN fired Don Lemon. I didn't know that. Now, I do know that networks are struggling. You know, cable companies, TV networks are struggling, and they're struggling because of streaming. Like, I mean, look at right now. It is 1:57 in the morning, and there are 117 people here with us. So they're not watching TV. They are watching YouTube. So there are a lot of streaming networks. There are a lot of options, and people are just not clicking on TV, unfortunately, and people are going to suffer. More news anchors and more people are going to be out of jobs as this continues to be a trend, as people continue to switch over to their handheld devices, you know, and watch programming. It's just not giving cable box anymore. It just isn't. And if you do have one, it just might be, if you are watching TV, you're watching through a Fire Stick or is some type of still streaming. It's just not giving TV. So Don Lemon is out. He has got the boot from CNN. But he says, listen, I'm not going to be down here crying and pouting. I'm going to spend my summer on the boat. All right. Fired CNN host Don Lemon spoke out this week to reveal his upcoming plans now that he's no longer working for the struggling news network. On Wednesday, just 2 days after he was suddenly axed from CNN on Monday morning, Lemon made an appearance on the red carpet for the Time 100 Gala in New York City. Now, according to Extra, Don Lemon admitted that he was surprised by being let go from CNN, although Lemon also commented that life goes on. Life goes on. That's behind me, and we'll see what happens in the future, he told Extra's Tommy D'Addario from the red carpet. I live my life with no regrets, and whatever I did, I owned. I don't look back, and I don't want to change things in the past. Now, when asked about his future plans, now that he's no longer going to be on CNN 5 days a week, he announced that he plans to spend his summer on the beach, on the boat, and with his family. Must be nice. He says, I'm going to spend my summer on the beach, on the boat, and with my family. I'll just chill out, and then I'll see what happens next. But I'm fortunate enough to be in the position where I can do that. I have time, he added. I don't have to rush and get another job. Even if I do want another job, I don't have to rush. Now, he also thanked his longtime partner and fiance, Tim Malone, for being his biggest supporter and being there for the now former host to lean on a lot. He then expressed excitement for a new chapter in his life. I think life is short, and whatever life hands you, you have to bob and weave and do it. I didn't think I would be at work one evening and get a phone call that my sister had died, but I had to deal with that. I didn't think that my dad would die young of diabetes. So there's a lot of things that come your way that are unexpected, but I'm a survivor, he concluded. I come from strong, sturdy stock in Louisiana, and a lot of people are rooting for me and who love me. So what do you guys think about that? What do you think he got fired for? Any rumors, any tea, anything on the curb, anything on the streets as to why he got fired, honey? He and Tucker Carlson got fired the same morning. Wow. Well, I do know, I was reading an article from Stephen A. Smith, and he basically said that the ratings, is why That's why he got fired, because of the ratings. If you got a show with those type of ratings, he delivered a cold reality that if those are the type of ratings that you have, that's what's going to happen. You're going to get the boot. Okay. But my take on it is, like I said, it's the social media era. It is the whole device, the handheld devices. People are not watching cable. They're not watching cable television. They're not watching the news. The typical, they're not doing that. I remember back in the day, my grandma used to watch Channel 6, right? And it was the local news, and then it was Price is Right. Or was that Channel 3? I'm not sure. But she had a whole programming, the news and Price is Right, then the stories, and then the news again, and then Jeopardy, and then Wheel of Fortune. It was a whole lineup. And everybody sat around and watched the same shit every day. And that's what you did. You knew what time your show was coming on and you ran home to watch it. But now you can watch shit on the go. You can watch streaming. You can even watch HBO Max. You got Disney Plus where you can watch shows. You can watch everything from your phone, from your tablet. I'm doing a show from my computer in my living room, right? It's like I'm doing new YouTube shows are replacing CNN. Hosts that were getting paid millions of dollars, where I can just sit and get AdSense, Google AdSense. Nobody's got to pay me. And they're making money. Google's making money. YouTube, everybody's happy. And nobody has to pay me. They just give me a little bit of coin from these ads. But they don't have to give me no multi-million-dollar contract. So what do you think? I mean, a lot of these networks, they are owned by these bigger conglomerates that has the YouTubes and the Rokus and, the Apple TVs and the Spotifys and all these little things, and, the SoundClouds, all these little things that independent artists and independent bloggers and everybody gets involved with. We got Patreon, we've got Facebook, we've got Twitch, we've got all these things, Clubhouse, we've got all these things that people are doing that are taking time away from them watching traditional shows, networks. I mean, Tamron Hall, I'm surprised her show is still on. I'm surprised. The Real and all these, The View and I'm surprised The View is still there. Pretty soon that's going to be gone because times have changed. So you made your millions, Don Lemon. Honey, I wouldn't be surprised if they go, the whole thing switches to podcasting, right? Or if they switch it all over to YouTube. They start putting their shows on YouTube and people watching people on YouTube. Remember when Steve Harvey, when he left mainstream, he was trying to figure out how he was going to keep his show going and keep his empire going. Well, he mastered Facebook Watch. Jada Pinkett, she mastered Facebook Watch with Red Table Talk. That's what people got to learn to do. They're going to have to learn how to switch over and jump on some type of social media platform and do their own thing. I mean, everybody and their mama now got podcasts. People from, look at Shannon, what's his name, the football player. Look at Cam Newton. Everyone has a podcast. They know that they can just go right on YouTube, make a channel. They're going to get thousands, hundreds of thousands of people join, and that revenue is going to go straight to them. Right? No contracts, no messy contracts, no third parties. Everybody got their hand in it. It's strictly yours. Oh my God, Jada lost her show. Don't tell me that the Red Table Talk is not red tabling. The Red Table Talk is not red anymore? Oh, Lord, what happened? They keep showing clips with him getting into it with his co-host. Don need to come on over here, child. But, didn't Don make a switch? Like, wasn't Don super, like, I don't know, white, and then he kind of had an epiphany and maybe he came on over to his black side and then now they want to cancel him? Is that something that happened? I could be wrong, but I thought that, he used to be, oh, he's this type of person. And then he kind of like got in touch with himself once a lot of these things were happening, like with George Floyd and the Black Lives Matter and all this. I think he kind of like switched over to the black side. I could be wrong. And now, he's canceled all of a sudden. Think he was having too many black opinions? Was he getting down with too many black folk? Was he starting to become black? Is that what it was? Once he got connected with his roots, is that what it was? He's up here talking about he's from Louisiana. He's from good stock. He said he ain't cut from the same cloth. Okay, I'm from Louisiana now. He down there talking about being from the bayou. Now, what done happened? So you guys, let me know what you think about these topics. And if you like this type of show from the Sweet Pea Diaries, just drop down in the comments and let me know what you would want to, what do you want me to talk about next? What do you want to hear from me? We're just trying to do something different. I've always done these type of shows. I've always done little topics and everything. But if this is the type of content that you like from me, let me know. I will be back on camera soon. I'm trying to get my blue screen together. I'm working to get a bigger, like a blue screen set that I'm doing in here. So I'll be back on camera soon, but trying to ease back into the V-Mix. Ease back on in. So you guys, that's all I have for tonight. Kylie is up here talking about black don't crack. Honey, black don't crack for a lot of us. They just said that your black is cracking, ma'am. Now, I don't agree with that, though. I think that she just gained some weight and she just had a moment, right? I think she just gained some
what I resent? I resent all the people who said black don't crack, okay, growing up, and led me to believe that because I was black that I wouldn't crack. But you know what? I did, okay? I cracked, okay? I cracked like a fucking fault line. I cracked like Pookie from New Jack City. All that time in the sun, all those beach days, all that time not taking care of my skin, just going to sleep in my makeup, eating whatever I want. It just caught up with me. And I thought, oh, black don't crack.
Now, is she, the question I have, is she mixed? Is she biracial? Or is she all black? Because the people are saying that it's giving light skin, ma'am, and that, maybe your white side is coming out because white cracks and black don't crack. So your white side is cracking. I don't know, but I don't see super light skin with her. I see a brown skin woman. It could be me. I could be wrong. Don't bite my head off, but I don't see light skin. I see brown. And I'm not saying that she's cracking. To me, she just looks like she gained weight. The chin is there. It's a little pudgy. And her upper body's a little pudgy. Them glasses need to be wiped down. The hair needs to be brushed. She just had a bad day, a bad hair day, and she gained weight. Doesn't look like it's cracking. Cracking gives me, dry skin, aged really bad. I'm not getting that here. I am getting, you got older. You got older. I don't see anything cracking. I just see a bigger woman. That's it. That's it. I mean, is she in there talking about she out there tanning in the sun? Girl, don't get me started with the black people that like to tan. Please don't get me started with that. Please. Do not get me started with the black folk that like to tan. I never understood that. I like to lay out in the sun to feel the sun, feel the warmth. But those that put on the sun tanning screen, to try to get a tan and all that, I don't understand that for the life of me. Now, I definitely understand wearing skin, the sunblock, to protect your skin from the rays and everything. I definitely get that. But the tanning, somebody's going to have to explain that one to me. I never understood. I do not, and I'm not being funny, I don't understand the logic of black people tanning, sunbathing, and, to get tanned. Because we're going to naturally get tanned by just being out in the sun. We have melanin. Our skin is going to activate. We're going to get a beautiful glow and a beautiful hue just activating and engaging with the sun. That's what melanin does. Our skin's going to, be revived just being out there. We don't got to lay and get positioned and we're going to get that naturally. So please educate me on the logic of skin, of sun tanning, not sunbathing, not enjoying the sun rays, but tanning. I need to understand that. Up packing now to go to Miami at 6 a.m. to tan. I don't understand the logic of tanning. I mean, I don't. I don't. Don't kill me, guys. But I didn't know that black people tan. I thought that we bathe. We enjoy the sun. Like we will put on sunblock and we like to lay. If we do like to be on the beach and lay in the sun, it's really sun bathing, where we are enjoying the sun and we're interacting with it because we are sun people. We are, you know what I mean? We are black people. We have melanin. We are going to we're going to activate. Melanin activate. But to be tanning, I'm not really understanding that one. So you guys, that's all I have. You guys have a beautiful night. I love you. Thank you for being here. This has been another edition of the Sweet Pea Diaries. Be sure to like this video, share this video, but most importantly, be sure to subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye, guys.